Welcome back to another Froggy and Nick stream.
You mean Nick and Froggy recording?
We're back with the second episode of the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog.
So, remember how last time I said we were gonna do the fall of Porcupine if I played up to that part? Well, it's been basically less than 24 hours since then, so I definitely have not done that yet. So, you get part 2 of the murder of the Sonic of Hedgehog. I said that all wrong.
We'll get back to Fall Out Porcupine when we can, but for now, I'm enjoying this game so far.
Yeah, you like it so far?
I like it so far.
Little bit of intrigue. We're back with Sheriff Knuckles, aka the only accent Froggy knows how to do.
Howdy, y'all.
All right, so as Tails had told us, we need to look for clues and figure out why Knuckles is such a surly sourpuss, but I'm pretty sure that's just how he is.
I mean, it is kind of how he is, but he's also acting a bit sus, don't you think?
He's a little sussy, Baka. Let's figure it out. Let's look at these bowl of nuts. I love a big bowl of nuts in my mouth. Anyways.
I thought that was dog food.
If I put out a bowl of nuts for you, you're gonna think it's for the dog? The doge?
I don't know, it's brown and it's pebbly.
Ah, the bowl of assorted nuts, the classic saloon snack. Crunch, 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 crunch. Kinda bland. See, oh, gross!
Ew.
Seems like someone licked all the salt off of them. What? Blutch patooey. Or maybe they're just unsalted. You're so chaotic, my bro.
You should inspect it carefully.
The robotic arms here are really helpful.
Hello, Arb, did you see who did it?
Arm, who did it? Pointed. What's the arm doing to my hair? He fixed it up a bit. That's incredible. What interesting tech. Oh, should I fear for my job a little bit? How well can it microwave? I bet it could pick up the food and put it in the microwave really easily.
But it can't talk, and you can talk.
That's what we got going for us. Blando, this is interesting. What? I think is the sound too loud to you or what?
On my end, it sounds fine, but I can't tell for you because you're the one recording.
Okay. It just sounds a little loud for me.
If it's a little loud, you can turn it down then.
Okay. But this recording will stay, Frog. Through thick or thin, life or death.
Just like when we actually stream. Technical difficulties, woo!
It happens even when we're prepared for a recording. Anyways. What is? It's just a few used cups. Sure, but why are there 3? Knuckles was really thirsty?
3? I see 4.
Oh, it's lipstick.
Oh.
Blando, this one has lipstick on the rim. That's not Knuckles' color at all. Someone... what does he wear? Like, special blue number 43? What kind of lipstick do you think he wears? Someone else must have been here. We should log this. Used cups just in my pocket. Okay.
I always find it interesting how people have, like, signature colors or scents. Like, there are people who wear only one type of cologne or perfume, and that's, like, their scent.
Yeah.
But, like, other times I'm like, what, don't you get bored of it? Don't you want to do something different on other days? Like, you know, some days you feel more spicy, and other days you feel more serene, you know?
Maybe they just found something they're comfortable with, and, like, they're like, it's easy. I know where to get this. I know that it works with me. Why not I just do this all the time?
I guess so, yeah. If it works really well with you, I guess you can just keep doing it.
Something's always hidden in the trash. Let's check there. Sadly, this one is empty as well. I'm starting to think your theory on something always being hidden in the trash is flawed. It's only a matter of time, Tails. Have faith. It's as they say, one man's trash is another man's treasure. I think Tails is ignoring me. Oh boy. Breathtaking views! The train passes by some incredible sights. I'm just happy to be traveling at normal speed. I get nauseous pretty easily. I have to avoid things like roller coasters.
So why are you working on a train?
Oh no, a high-speed one that looks like a high-speed train too. Not one of those slow locomotives. I don't mind roller coasters, though I find myself running on the tracks more than I do riding in the carts. Haha, Sonic games, that's what they do, Frog. Huh? I'll never understand this friend group. You're just out of the know.
Wanted.
Decent cash reward for finding this robot. Maybe I'll keep an eye out. Poor Omochao. Hate to see them like this. What'd they do? Medical malpractice. Interesting.
I didn't understand that reference.
I didn't either, but I'm sure it's a character in Sonic. Clearly, we won't be able to give the game Super Monkey Ball a try.
It's broken.
Do we think it broke from the train when the train sped up? The damage looked more to be caused from punches? Who could have done that?
A punch?
The punchy guy with freaking Wolverine spikes on his knuckles?
And his name is Knuckles?
What are you two looking at me for? I just put the entire arcade inside my pocket. I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Knuckles and find out what really happened. So, I haven't changed any of the settings, but if I find the freaking ring game gets too tedious, I'm gonna turn that shit down to 0.
Wait, you don't like the ring game?
I ain't got time for forced mini games in my detective visual novels. I got a life to live. Alright, Knuckles.
Alright.
Knuckles the echidna, because that's what he is, Frog. He's an echidna. I always
He's an
thought his
echidna?
shoes were like the little Legos on the top.
Yeah, they do look like little Legos. Does he actually have like bumps on his knuckles? Or is that like part of his glove?
You know, I never could tell, but I think they're part of his hands.
I'd love to see what they look like gloveless.
Yeah, you want to talk about, like, clothless people? You want to talk about Kirby's shoeless feet?
Yeah.
You want to talk about it, Frog? That cursed
Take off your
image?
shoes, Kirby!
That cursed image that will never get out of our heads ever from now on?
Well, yeah, because how else does he live his life?
It's all your fault. Anyways, I thought I told you to leave me alone. These are both pretty good. Which one do you want?
The first one.
I like your hat. Oh, he's embarrassed by
He's
it.
a tsundere.
Knuckles, are you blushing? I said leave me alone. It doesn't look like he's used to being complimented. Did you just adjust your hat a bit so we could see it better? I said leave! Can I take your orders? May I take
You want
your orders?
chili
sir?
dog, ramen, or chicken? Cordon bleu.
Oh, I'm surprised you remembered the last one. I thought you wouldn't.
I did remember. It was something French.
That's because only one day had passed since we last recorded. If 2 days had passed, you can forget Froggy remembering this at all.
Yeah, I probably remember like it was blue chicken.
Blue chicken. That's the best color for chicken.
Blue chicken, instant ramen, or chili dog.
You heard of blue cheese? Well, here's blue chicken. Not hungry. Well, if you ever are, you'll let me know, won't you? Sure, like a butler of sorts, right? Come on, Blando, you're not a butler. Tell him that. Yeah, like a butler. Think one thing, say another. Excellent. Thank you, butler. All right, let us j'accuse. Just
Start
imagine
interrogation.
the Phoenix Wright thing. Objection. Knuckles, Blando and I need to determine what you were doing the hour the murder took place. I already told you, buzz off. You're not getting anything out of me. Thankfully, we don't need you to say much. What happened here is pretty obvious. Huh? It is? We have
Yeah, he
evidence
punched it.
too.
He
We
punched the game
do?
machine.
And there's also the drink thing. Which one happened first?
Wait, what do you mean the drink thing? It was lipstick. He doesn't wear lipstick.
I guess so. So he was playing games while Sonic was murdered. What was distracting Knuckles during the time Sonic was murdered? This nice menu over here. All right, let's
It's
do
the
this.
game.
This one. The arcade machine? Ha! What makes you think I touched it?
Think.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. You need 30 rings this time. Oh, they got obstacles for you too. Go, Nick, go! Well, you already reached the cap.
Yeah, so now it's ending. Oh man, I'm about to think really hard, Frog. Look how hard I'm thinking.
Whoa, idea.
That isn't a tough one, Knuckles. Knuckles, you clearly touched the arcade machine because... Super, your hair was found at the scene?
There's no
What
hair.
Is that even hair or is that his quills? Whatever.
That's his quills. He's bald.
The art... Everyone's... I guess Tails isn't bald. Tails isn't bald. Is Sonic bald?
He has fur.
Do porcupines have fur?
On their bellies, maybe?
No, wait, I mean hedgehogs. He's obviously a hedgehog. He's called Sonic the Hedgehog.
I don't think he has. I think those are also like pointy quill thingy.
Well, at least my boy Tails is definitely a furry. Anyways. The arcade
Right.
cabinet is covered in punches. What evidence do you have that the damages are punches? What are you all staring at my hands for? Those 2 tumor growths coming from it. Knuckles, you clearly destroyed the arcade machine, but why? I needed a punching bag and none were available to me. Just the sudden urge to punch, huh? I believe repairing the arcade machine will give us the answer. How will you? Because I'm a mechanic.
Yeah.
I'm on
No,
it.
you're not. Are you?
He actually is, like, in canon. Like, in the Sonic cartoon, Sonic and Tails actually rode around in a plane, and he was, like, the one who built the plane.
Why are they in a plane if they can just run?
I don't know what you want from me, Frog. All I'm telling you is what I saw as a baby kid in the cartoon.
All I know about Tails is that he can fly with his tails.
I know, in, like, a helicopter-like fashion.
Yeah, I always thought that was the coolest thing ever.
But like the cartoons also where they developed Sonic's love for chili dogs that didn't exist before, and it's such a weird character quirk. Anyways,
I did not know that. I did not know he even liked chili dogs.
well, that's why it's one of the things on the menu.
What about the instant ramen and the chicken cordon bleu?
Well, obviously the instant ramen's on there to be funny, and the chicken cordon bleu is what you'd expect to find on a high-quality train like this.
I've never been on a high quality train. I would not know.
I'm on it. Blando, distract Knuckles while I fix my fix Super Monkey Ball. With what, my face? Am I supposed to let him punch me or something?
Does he keep like a toolkit in his like butt or something?
Bring it on.
Alright.
How am I distracting him by thinking? What's happening?
Distract him with an idea that you must come up with. Think of ideas, Nick. Think. Yeah, we
Man,
think.
look how
we
hard I'm
think so
thinking. I'm
good.
thinking so hard. My brain's exploding from the amount of thinking I'm doing. I don't know what just happened there, but we just had him play our video game and that distracted him, I guess. The arcade machine is fixed. No, don't look at the scores. Look at the scores.
Hey.
I'm pulling it up now. Oh, Vector kicked his ass by 1 point. By
Wow.
1 point. Everyone else is food.
Yeah, who is
Except
everyone else?
Ultim, whatever that is. There's toast, apple, bread, bagel, candy. Okay, what does this tell us? Nothing, obviously. It tells us something massive. Look at the name at the top of the list. It's Vector. He's supposed to be in the library car. The picture is beginning to be painted here. You competed with Vector to see who could get the highest score. And Vector beat you. And in frustration, you destroyed the arcade cabinet. He's punching the air in frustration.
Again.
You're guessing. Where's your proof? Where's your evidence? Vector's a common name. Windows. Prove to me he was here now.
How are we supposed to prove
3
with this
mini
video
games
game?
for 1 guy? You're like absolutely joking me.
I wonder if they'll add more difficult mechanics for these.
Well, they've
They
already
added
started
the-
adding shit.
Yeah, but are they gonna add more? Oh no! You couldn't think!
Ah, shit. I have to think again. I didn't know like falling off was just instant death. I thought I would just
I
lose coins.
I assumed it was instant death. Does getting hit by the spiky ball be instant death?
No,
or
I
just
assume I just lose coins for that.
Oh, okay. Because it might be instant death, but I'm not sure.
I'll get hit by it later just to test, but I'm pretty sure it's not instant death.
Okay.
I don't feel like... I don't feel like a sense of accomplishment when I beat one of those, though.
Yeah, I can tell you don't think it's very, important to this game.
Now, Blando, what proves Vector was here with Knuckles? The glass,
Lipstick.
I guess?
Guess.
Vector wears red lipstick? I don't know what you want me to draw a conclusion from this, dude.
Yeah, he obviously wears the spicy red lipstick. Sure,
Yeah, he
I
wears
don't know.
spicy red 52. That's his color. Alright, fuck it, whatever, we'll try it. Oh no, it's the right one! No! I thought it was strange there was more than one cup sitting next to you. While you were supposed to be participating in the murder mystery game for Amy's birthday, you and Vector enjoyed some drinks playing arcade. It's not like... It's not... I wasn't... don't tell Amy! I think we're on the right track here. Ha, another train pun. It's as you say. Vector popped in at the top of the hour wanting to play the arcade machine with me. We went back and forth trying to figure the game out, but when we did, we competed for the highest score. When he bested me, I destroyed the machine. No proof of his win. You're such a sore loser, dude.
He is.
I was trying to fix the arcade cabinet before you two came in. Honest, I didn't want to be caught. And that's my story and alibi. I've already told an abridged version of this to Amy. Boy, this friend group has a lot of pride issues. Well, that explains one of the used cups. But which one? Was it you or Vector who was wearing the lipstick?
Who is the one wearing lipstick?
Tell me. But what of the cup with the lipstick mark? Rouge was in here too. Probably looking for shits you could swipe.
Okay.
It's inconsequential, not worth mentioning. He searched around for something but failed, made fun of our game and left. Obnoxious, that one. But you offered her a drink, apparently? Listen, I don't know why she showed up, and I told you everything that happened before the train sped up. Are you not satisfied? Will you two relent? I'm understanding the scenario. Vector visited to play games. Rouge couldn't find something and left, and then Knuckles destroyed the machine. That all makes sense. That all makes sense to me. Thank you for answering so many of our queso? Actually, that's not everything, is it, Knuckles?
There's something else.
You're the one who licked all the salt off the peanuts, aren't you?
Gross. I bet that was Victor. Or Vector who did it, if he did.
I want to step back to something I noticed. One more name on that high score list. Doesn't make any sense. It was Altim. It was not a food. It was not a food thing.
But who would it be?
Blando, can you take a look one more time? An odd name on the high score list. What is Tails talking about? No, I select. Here, it's this one.
Altim.
It's probably short for like ultimate or something, but who could that have been? All the other names have a food theme, but this one. Who here goes by Altim? You may not know, Blando, but there is someone here that goes by the title. The Ultimate Life Form.
Who? Oh, it's Shadow.
You're so edgy with that name. Whenever you say Starbucks barista.
He's the locksmith, excuse you?
Nah. You can't tell me locksmiths dressed like Starbucks baristas. But you can't tell me that.
Are you sure it's not Starbucks barista dressed like locksmiths?
That'd be hilarious if that were the case. There's really someone here that goes by that? Nothing sneaks by you, does it, bud? Vector and I were struggling so much with the game, but then Shadow dropped by. So, Shadow was here too. He taught us the game and was the first to get his name on the scoreboard. Vector and I then fought to beat Shadow's score. They're both very annoying. You all immediately had to compete, huh? Oh, so it was Shadow that was wearing the spicy red 52 lipstick.
Oh.
That makes sense.
That was Rouge. We already confirmed that.
Yeah, but then we figured out there's a fourth guy, which explains that fourth cup that you saw.
Yeah.
He gave me this before he left. It's a
key
to something. Shadow told me to lock the door and to not open it for anyone. Then he left. When Vector was leaving, I locked the door behind him. Saw no one else after locking the door. That's the honest truth. I guess Amy managed to get through the door with her skeleton key.
Yeah, because she's the birthday girl.
So when Amy came through here not too long ago, did you open the door for her? No, I think she has some sort of key too. That's right, the conductor gave her that special birthday key. Well, I have a lot of questions. What happened in the library that caused Vector to come here? Why is Shadow locking doors just to be a dick? and he's a locksmith, isn't that his thing? Let's just
maybe he wants more business.
Maybe that's like his motivation. Just lock all the doors so everybody calls you.
Yeah. Maybe that's like part of his character lore. He's a locksmith who needs more work because he's poor. So he needs to lock all the doors so that they can hire him to unlock the doors.
There you go. Make your own business. That's how you become successful.
Whoa.
And what was Rouge searching for? I don't know. They didn't tell me, even though I asked with that cowboy accent. Hey, what was your lore, Knuckles? just cowboy.
Know.
It's just a card with the word cowboy written on it. You're gonna have to find them and ask them yourselves.
I like how Knuckles is not in character anymore.
He's no way he's gonna do that fucking voice anymore.
He's not even like trying to act like the character he's supposed to be.
Didn't you hear? He didn't even do the game at all. He's just busy competing with Vector. Fuck the roleplay
Knuckles,
shit.
how could you?
And on Amy's birthday, shame on you. She invited you and everything.
I know.
More information than I expected to get there, but it seems we can move on. As of right now, I believe your story, Knuckles. We'll only know for sure when we confirm things with Vector. Fair enough. The library is in the next car. I'll open the lock for you. Give
nice.
whoever KO'd Sonic an earful for me, Detective Tails and Butler. Ah, fuck, was still Butler. I liked it better when he wasn't talking to us. Will do, Sheriff. Come on, Blando. Let's head to the library. On it! This is way more exciting than microwaving chili dogs. Blando, coming. I feel bad that I like doing Sonic's voice, but now he's like dead, so I can't do it for the rest of the game.
I know. And I realize there's way more male characters than there are female
I
characters.
know. I've just been talking to myself basically for a while.
Should I voice Blando then?
You can voice Blando. You think you can do a Blando voice?
I'm Blando!
That
How's
sounds
that?
Perfect. Howdy, partners.
Howdy, partner!
Spittoon-free establishment. No spitting your boogers at people, please.
Oh, but I like doing that.
Gross. Visit Coliseum Highway Zone. Okay. Ready to mosey down to the next car? Well, I guess that we have to say yes, otherwise we're not gonna go.
You got it, partner!
I'm glad you're so good at Blando, Frog. Onwards! I guess, yeah, the next person is Vector, so I'm still gonna be voicing two people. How about if there's a girl in the room, I'll voice Blando again.
Okay, sure.
I bet Blando's supposed to be
library.
omnigender anyways.
Yeah, probably. All this stuff's getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need.
Oh, hey, Amy's here. And
Oh, she's still here.
I guess she's just busy talking to them.
Everyone's favorite journalist reporter, Amy Rose, is hot on the scoop. I'm heading out. You've been fabulously helpful.
Already? Before you go, Espio and I wanted to give you your presents.
My presents? You're both too sweet, thank you.
Vector, it seems we have more guests. Amy, there you are.
Have you found any leads
Got
yet?
any spicy leads?
Oh, the detective repair needs help from the birthday girl.
You're
Am I still
Blando.
Blando? Okay,
Well, because there's 3 dudes in this.
that is true. She knows everyone's allowed to be sassy on their birthday.
Is this what you think I sound like when I voice Blando?
Yeah, this is what you sound like to me.
That's
What do you
hilarious.
mean? I sound exactly like your voice of him.
I'm Froggy, listen to me! How dare you? I sound much more regal than that.
I don't know. That's exactly what you sound like.
Oh my god.
This tip is just too juicy to ignore. I'll see you all around. Don't worry, Sonic. I'll be the one to avenge you, and quick.
Sonic's just dead in the front car. But how you gonna leave? The door to the next car is locked!
Oh, you doubt the birthday girl?
Birthday.
The birthday girl has a master key.
Right, the birthday girl gets the birthday key. Of course, it's a birthday privilege.
I'll solve this case before anyone else. Bye.
Why? I guess she doesn't... Why would she bother having a detective if she wanted to solve the crime herself?
I don't know.
Whatever. Amy may be hasty, but she's thorough. Now, what are you two doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I say. I'm the detective, so I can't be the murderer.
Well, maybe Amy wanted to solve the mystery, but she didn't want to be the detective.
She doesn't want, like, the burden of actually needing to solve it.
Like maybe she, or maybe are the roles like random?
No, because she said she picked journalists, so she'd be more excited solving the mystery than being part of, like, the act.
Oh, okay. I don't know. She just does whatever she wants, I guess.
Just whatevs, bro.
And I'm,
Oh yeah, we have to. We have to see what their orders are.
here to ask if anyone's hungry.
So right now, our orders are nothing for Knuckles, and that's about it. Starved! I'd kill for a chicken parmesan right about now. Well, we have chicken cordon bleu, so I hope you're happy with that.
Yeah.
Maybe kill isn't the right language to use right now. I'm Vector, the butcher. I'm licensed to handle raw meat. That's what she said. And I'm Espio, the poet. Ah, poetry. A resonant message from poet to reader meant to challenge our delicate perspectives with the most rhythmic of prose. Can I hear some? No one he never expected anyone to call him out on this. Sure.
Roses are red.
Teardrops in the spring. Can you hear me sing? La 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 la. Dee 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 dee. I don't know, bro.
I'm not
I don't know if
sure.
it's working for me. What was that?
No, he said, was that it?
Oh, was that it? Okay. I have more if you like. Okay, he does have more. This is the same one. Cherry blossoms in the spring. I'm satisfied for now, thanks.
At least he's rhyming, I suppose.
Blando and I are here to establish both of your alibis. Can you walk us through what happened after Amy had everyone leave the dining car? Oh, sure. It's simple. We just explained this to Amy, actually. When we were all sent off, Rouge, Blaze, Shadow, and Sonic all passed through this library car, where Amy told me and Espio to stay. I promptly picked a book off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Vector got bored, so he left to see what Knuckles was up to in the saloon car. Yep. Oh, by the way, you want to hear my, working theory for this whole mystery so far?
Okay, sure.
The conductor attacked Sonic, real attacked him. Don't know why, don't know what his motivations are, but one, it's to throw us off from trying to find the murderer, so none of them are gonna end up the murderer, and it's gonna be the conductor. And two, Sonic's in the room with the conductor. He could have easily like snuck attack or used the train's AI to attack him.
But how did Sonic end up in the dining car?
I don't know. Maybe the speed pushed him all the way through, or maybe he tried to run away from his attacker, but he was already injured at that point.
But according to Vector's alibi, Sonic came into the library car.
Yeah, but you don't... Well, yeah, of course, to make it to the end where he was in the conductor's train where the conductor attacked him. But Sonic's fast enough to get through all that, like, without them noticing again.
No, but like he started out in the conductor's car, but he later came down to the library car.
No, he said that Sonic, Blades, Shadow, and Rouge all went, like, when they went from the saloon to the library, that's where they left Vector and Espio behind, and then they continued onwards to their places.
Oh, but Rouge came back.
Rouge came back. She's the only one that came back. Or that we can confirm came back.
But I thought, like, Rouge and Sonic...
Well, no, actually everybody came back, because Shadow came back too.
Yes, Shadow came back to the saloon to play as well. So they weren't going to the front of the train, they're going to the back of the train.
No, they have to go to the front to go to their places.
Yeah, but they were already at their places, and then Sonic came back down again.
Why did he come back down?
Fine. I don't know, he came down with Shadow and Rouge?
I don't think so. I don't think that's what the text is implying, but we'll keep
Really?
going.
Okay, maybe not.
Where was Rouge? We happened to see her lipstick stain on a cup at the saloon car. Rouge came over to the library car, seemingly looking for something. Wonder if she's looking to steal something or if that's her motivation.
I don't know.
Oh no, they actually show the, like, people where they are at the current time. Rouge used to be in here, now she's in here. And Vector's over here because he's with Knuckles in the saloon.
But he's not right now.
Not right now, but they're
in
retelling
their story,
the story.
you mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Sonic's still in the conductor's car.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, they're showing us as like a visual of where everyone is while they're telling their story.
Okay, that makes sense.
Then she went to search the saloon car. She came back shortly after. We had her shout, "No way!" at the brochure stand over there. But then she left back to the casino car before Shadow came through and locked the door like a dick.
Wonder what she found? She's obviously been on the hunt for something.
After Rouge left, Shadow walked through the casino car, then entered the library car and locked the door behind him. If he locked the door behind him, how did he ever make it back to his lounge?
He can unlock the doors because he's a locksmith.
Why the hell would he lock the door in the first place then?
'Cause no one else can go.
Only Shadow can go places. No one else can go places.
More importantly, why has Shadow been locking doors?
Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon car, where Knuckles and I were playing games. He insisted on showing us up at Super Monkey Ball. I got so engrossed by the rolling monkey action, I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car. I guess he walked through the library car to the casino car again, locking the door behind him. Then returned to the lounge car where he was meant to be stationed. When Vector came back, we realized Knuckles locked the door to the saloon car. We were stuck in the library car. That's when the train sped up. We were worried about the bookshelves falling on us, but we got through it all right. We sat here trapped until Amy arrived asking questions. She's the one that told us someone murdered Sonic. And yeah, that's all that happened.
Wait, how did Sonic end up in the dining car if these two never saw him go through this car?
I don't know. Maybe he ran on top of the train.
Maybe. With all these locked doors, it seems Vector or Espio couldn't have left the library car or the saloon car.
Thank you both for your cooperation. We're just gonna peek around and we'll return with any questions. If you return with meat, I'll chop it up for you. And if you like to be serenaded with a poem, I've got you covered too. Thanks, guys. Oh, I like this. Is the cat hang in there?
Yeah, but instead it's like a Sonic character.
I think so, yeah. Oh, look, there's the conductor. He has his portrait here.
Oh, I didn't know he had a face.
That's cute. Their alibi seems solid enough, but we should still search for clues. What we're looking for is any evidence that proves what they're saying is true.
We need to confirm Vector's reason for leaving his post and determine if Espio was actually in the library car reading. A tall task, but we can do it. Let's get to the bottom of this, Tails.
Absolutely, because I'm sure you're gonna have a whale of the time in the next card when we have to deal with Blaze and Rouge.
We don't even know if Blaze
Who
did
knows
anything.
if she is there,
No
yeah.
one saw her.
Look, the army again. It's following
arm.
us. Oh, poor thing. That arm is really struggling cleaning up this car.
To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up all this mess either. Let's just leave it alone to do its thing.
Yeah, probably for the best. There's a globe of the world. Well, I want to see what Rouge was all hopped up about. She looked at the brochure stand and freaked out. Ooh, brochures! There are travel destination ideas here, like amusement parks, caverns, hotels, restaurants. Oh! Blando, look at
brochures are
this.
pretty cool.
There's a couple of maps here.
It's a pity that most brochures I find in the real world are very ugly.
Yeah, poorly, badly designed, as Froggy speaks from on high from her design knowledge.
Yes, as a designer, all of these disgusting designs reek of mediocrity.
She looks down on people so hard it's like she's got a double chin.
Well, I know not everyone can afford to hire a professional. They just make it themselves in like PowerPoint or Word or something.
But if you want professional work done for extremely expensive, call 1-800-FROGGY. That's 1-800-FROGGY for all your designing needs.
Whoa! This seems to be a map of the library car. The books are categorized by genre, which are listed here.
I love a good overhead map. Let's take it.
Should we take this brochure about a cave too? Look, there's stalactites.
Nah, leave it.
Oh, haha, yeah, that's fair. Nobody shares my fondness for caves.
Alright, I told Froggy this before, but which ones are stalactites and which one are stalagmites?
Mites is on the ground because they're mighty. And stalactites are on the ceiling because they hold on tight.
Yeah, you remember. You're so good
I
at remembering.
remember.
That's it. Okay. I guess the pile of books that you just slovenly left on the floor. So many books on the ground. I wish we had time to pick them all up.
I sadly have no interest in picking up these books. Even though I work here.
Even though this is your job, and apparently you're also the librarian now too. Security guard, microwaver. Maybe you should help the hand out. Isn't this your job? Whatever. Butler, even though he doesn't want to be. A lot of these were knocked out by the train speeding up. But Rouge pulled out a lot of these too, searching for something. What reckless behavior. I feel sorry for the poor books. The spines are creasing. They're opening too far.
This kid feels empathy for everything.
Hang in there,
Hang
Froggy.
in there. Chow?
I guess that's what they're called.
Hangs precariously from a tree branch. The large text below reads, "Hang in there."
I like how it's supposed to be a motivational poster, but the motivation is if you let go, you die.
Yeah.
What a
It's like one of
motivation.
those classic posters you see hung up in like office cubicles.
Yeah. What a motivation.
You better keep this job or else you're gonna be homeless.
You're on a thin branch. Wouldn't want to shake it a little too hard, would you? Wow, I really needed to see this.
You did?
This little Chow's hanging in there, refusing to use his wings to fly to safety because choosing the hard way is often the most rewarding. That's beautiful. If this Chow can stick to his principles and find strength, then I can too.
There's no way there was that much thought put into this poster.
I think Tails just reads too deeply into everything.
Yeah. Right?
It's the Earth. A globe of our marvelous planet.
I haven't traveled around much. The islands are fun and all, but I'd love to visit some of the countries.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun, honestly. Plenty of wonderful people and shops. The food can't be beat either.
Ah, sounds perfect for a vacation. The conductor was talking about Spagonia. If you've ever been there.
I have, actually. If you're ever visiting, be sure to stop at the university and say hi to Professor Pickle. What a poor, poor man.
Because he's named Pickle?
Professor Pickle. I bet he had raunchy names in university.
Like Dill?
He'll tell you everything about the area and makes one scrumptious sandwich.
I'll keep that in mind, thanks. This group knows everyone and has been everywhere, haven't they?
I bet they've been to all the continents and all the different fanfics.
Amazing.
It's a shelf.
Oh, shelf?
Oh, and a book. So specifically
A book?
a book.
What's this bright red book?
Oh, yuck! This reeks of the evil scientist, Dr. Eggman. What if the conductor is Dr. Eggman in disguise? Oh my god.
It might be whoa.
Especially since his train is so state-of-the-art, high tech, and Eggman's known for his technology.
But like, how come Eggman is human and everyone else is a furry?
I don't know. Maybe that's something we should add to Dr. Eggman. Maybe he's called Dr. Eggman. He's really fat. Maybe he's like an egg that evolved to become a human.
Wouldn't that just be a chicken?
No, that evolved to become a human, not hatched naturally. Like he stayed as an egg and then slowly evolved to be human, like.
No, that's too far-fetched.
Yeah, as opposed to this talking furry fox that with two tails that can fly on them.
Yeah.
That's too far-fetched. Yep, this is... Ah, shit, I was Blando for a second. Yep, this is Dr. Eggman's autobiography and recipe book. Why are they in the same book?
Because he's an Eggman. He has egg recipes.
Oh, let's find out what recipes he's got.
What kind of recipes?
Who cares? I wouldn't trust any book he's written. It's weird this is even here.
Maybe people just appreciated omelet.
You may not be wrong. All right, that's one tick. The fact that this is his book is here. Could be Eggman. We'll see. Wow! I wish I could stop and look at all these books. But Sonic needs me. No time to rest.
All right, let's move on then.
Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt.
He's scavenging through all the book titles excitedly. He's like a kid in a candy shop, or in this case, a genius in a train library.
Huh, that's odd. I know some books have fallen out on the floor and everything, but every book on these shelves is in alphabetical order but this one. The Mirage Express Manual. It's the user guide to the Mirage Express, the train we're currently on.
Do you think someone found it on the ground and put it back?
Maybe, but it is interesting. Let's make a note of this. There's more?
Look at everything?
Chaos Cola. Check out our book club. Book of the month, Gone Gal.
Okay. We look at the trash can?
Oh, you're damn right. Oh, and the table?
Oh, the table. There's a lot of stuff in here.
Alright.
Something's always hidden in the trash. Let's check there.
They say third time's the charm. Third time is not the charm. I hate to say it, but there's nothing there.
Ah, I really thought there'd be something there.
Blando, are you sad that there was nothing in the trash bin?
No, I'm alright.
He's broken up about it. I'm sure there'll be something hidden in the next trash bin we find.
You really think so?
No. Yeah, we just gotta stay optimistic.
Yeah, okay. These trash bins hide a secret, I'm sure of it.
You know, they'll hide a puked up instant ramen noodle.
Or a leftover chili dog.
Blando, you're pretty unconventional, but I like that.
Was that supposed to be a compliment?
Maybe it's better if you take it as one.
Let's just take a pause and sit for a second.
These chairs are very comfy, so plush. Puts me right in the mood to read.
Yeah, this train is really fancy.
I know.
Most trains I've been on are like very uncomfortable and crowded.
Well, it is also a full-ass train for like 8 people. I assume there's like
Yeah.
a ton of space and open rooms for people.
How much money do you think going on this train would cost?
Like, I think for overnight carts, it's like 200 to 300 a night. What would you think it costs to rent out this whole train for a day? Maybe like a group like in the mid-thousands, like $5,000?
Wait, per person?
No, for a group.
For a whole group?
Like just renting out the train.
I don't know.
Whatever,
Honestly, no
enough to
idea.
make their money back and then make a profit, whatever.
Makes me want to take a nap, personally. In fact, maybe I'll rest my eyes a bit.
No, you can't sleep, Blando. Slap, slap. Blando, no! Don't fall asleep! There's been a murder, remember?
If I had a ring for every time a murder ruined my nap time.
Tails didn't say anything, so I'm still under the illusion that there's something here. What? Huh.
No, we
No.
already read that one.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Alright, which poem do you want, Frog?
Space.
Oh, the great unknown. I choked on my own spit. I need food.
You were too excited. Maybe you should take a sip of water, Nick.
I am. Okay. I've made it to space with my beloved antique vase. But a mistake in my haste dropped the vase from my embrace. So my antique I must now replace. What caused you to drop the vase? Don't read too deeply. It's just a poem.
Is he supposed to be a rhino? Because his tail is curly.
I don't know what he's supposed to be. Don't even ask me what he's supposed to be.
I have no idea. He hasn't thought it through, has he?
Oh. May I take your
order?
order? Oh. I'm glad he's got it prepared. I have a poem about this. My starved stomach babbled, though I ignore the grumbling tummy. For the eggs I received are scrambled when I ask for my eggs, Sonny.
Okay. Oh, wow! We don't serve any eggs on the train, though.
My talent is wasted on you lot. What do you have? Did you bring me any meat to chop? I may be a butcher, but they confiscated my meat cleaver before getting on the train. You actually tried to bring a knife on the train? I'm a man of authenticity, Tails. Without a knife, I'm just a chef in a ketchup-stained apron, not a butcher. I'm glad it's ketchup.
I think if you had a knife on you, we definitely think you were the murderer.
But what if I hid the knife? You know, I'm not the biggest fan of this line of thought. May I take your order? Oh, yes, please. I'm starved.
Actually, I'm off duty at the moment. The murder mystery is more important.
Did we just ask him this question just to shove this in his face?
I mean, he did answer already. Didn't he say he wanted,
He wanted chicken parmesan, which is also
yeah.
not on the menu for Roggy.
Yeah.
Then why'd you show the menu to me? Come on, Blando. Why would you tease him like that? And here I thought I could trust you. You've made a fool of me. Look, Blando, you've made him a fool.
Come on, Blando, smooth this over! No, I'm the fool.
Yeah.
I smooth things over, but at what cost?
It doesn't even look like he smoothed things over. All right. Who do you want to interrogation first?
Interrogation. Let us ask Vector. He looks like he would know things.
Just making sure. I assume this is locked. Okay. Objection! Oh, okay. Really? Maybe the door. Shadow supposedly walked through the library car before going into the saloon car. Oh, it's unlocked.
Oh.
When Shadow left the library car... Well, Amy must have just unlocked it, actually.
Yeah.
When Shadow left the library car, he locked this door on his way out.
There's gotta be a reason he's doing this. Should we make a note of it?
Yeah, I do believe we should. Was that the last thing? It was.
Okay.
I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Vector and Espio to find out what really happened. All right, let's try this again. Objection!
Okay.
So, the two of you don't believe us, eh?
It's not that I don't trust either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Lando and I are here to confirm two things. Why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if Espio really was reading in the library car.
Vector, we'll start with you. Why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We're prepared to present evidence if need.
Oh, that's easy. I got bored. What?
I wasn't entertaining him enough, it seems. Vector enjoys being social.
Plus, we were instructed to mingle. I remembered the arcade machine in the saloon car, so I figured I'd go check it out.
This seems to line up with the information we gathered with Knuckles.
Then that brings our attention to you, Espio. Rouge entered the library car, found something, then left. You said you immediately started reading, but were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car?
Of course he was.
But you weren't even there.
Once Espio starts reading, he doesn't stop till it's done. I've seen it happen.
It must have been a good read. What was the book?
Espio doesn't owe you that, detective. Let the man live.
What if it was embarrassing? He's reading a smut book or something? What do you mean, what if it's
50 Shades
embarrassing?
of Grey.
What do you mean if it's embarrassing? What kind of things do you think I read? If you won't talk, I have a hunch on what the book might be. Lando, could you help me out?
All right, Lando. What book do you think Espio may have been reading?
Okay, it's either the... Well, we only have one book, so I guess this one.
Okay.
The Mirage Express Manual. It was put in incorrectly, and also none of these things are books, so it has to be the book one.
A manual? You think Espio was reading instructions? What argument could you possibly have to support this?
Well, if you'll just take a look at my little Game Boy, I'm sure you'll find something very convincing on that.
Time to think. Oh, they changed the background.
Oh, it's 4 now. It's 4 wide.
Oh. And the tiles are different too.
Excuse me?
Oh, there's like red destruction. Nice.
I'll be taking that light bulb if you don't mind.
I like how at the top it says Blando's Dream Gear, like he just used the marker and put his name there.
How can you tell if it's yours if you don't write your name on it, Froggy?
I don't write my name on everything I own, okay?
Only on the important stuff, like your game player.
And your underwear.
Underwear, very important. Well, it's more for someone else's safety than mine. Like,
What,
you
you
really
don't
want to
wanna-
wear someone else's underwear? Is that what you want, Frog? Is that what you want?
Or you don't want someone else wearing your
I
underwear?
don't know. I feel like they'd be coming out in the losing situation.
I don't know, I
You
think
got-
your underwear would be in the losing
Yeah,
situation.
my stank all up in there. Anyways. There are books scattered all around the floor, sure, but the remaining books on the shelves were all in alphabetical order. all except this manual, meaning someone at the very least picked the manual up and put it back in the incorrect place. Could have been anyone. This
Could've been
lack of
anyone.
attention to detail isn't normally like you, SBO.
Hey now, I won't have you insulting my pal like this.
Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself.
Apologies, SBO.
A butcher and a poet. Friendship can form anywhere.
That is indeed the book I was reading. The Mirage Express Manual. Trains are cool. In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual. Blando, if you don't mind playing your video game. Could you ask SBO some questions about the manual? Just flip to a page and ask away.
Oh, I see. Quiz SBO about a manual to prove he read it. What if he just plays dumb?
I didn't read the manual either. How am I supposed to quiz him?
We have the manual. It's an open book for us.
I guess.
Which page should I quiz him on?
Well, it has to be one of the middle ones, because he could have easily flipped to the front or last page, right?
Yeah, I think so.
The middle one is where you have to, like, be invested in it.
Okay. Okay, what efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless?
Oh, come on, that was an easy one. It's the dumb hands.
The hand things, but do they have names?
Damn it. Robotic arms. During events, they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes afterwards.
They don't have names. They're just called robotic arms.
This is Robotic Arm 1, and this is Robotic Arm 2.
Are you sure it's not all the same arm?
I don't know.
It's just one arm.
One arm doing all the work. Just like
What
they
if
have
the
one
arm is
guy
the
doing all the
murderer?
work too.
I remember the conductor saying the train can clean itself. Though I have a feeling the train company just didn't want to hire any janitors or any other staff for that matter.
With the doy, they only hired you. What gave that away? The robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought onto the train, ensuring passenger safety. Seems like SBO aced that question. Blando, hit him with another one. Alright,
Oh,
which one?
okay.
Oh, they're different
Which
again.
page should I choose?
Your turn.
231. What is the Mirage Express's cancellation policy?
No refunds, and you will be charged a no-show fee. This does not apply if you're over the age of 65. So wait, if you're 65, you can just book a ton, cancel, and get a refund? That's crazy.
Yeah, okay.
Just game the damn system.
Gee, the person who made this rule must have been over 65.
Last one, Blando. Let's see if SBO can go 3 for 3.
Gotcha! Which page should I pick last?
We picked an... He's gonna know early ones, right?
Do we want him to get it right?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if it really matters then.
402.
What was implemented to support the conductor duties and ease general train obligations?
Us. An intelligent data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to assure smooth travel for guests. I wonder if these are actual, like, choices that we're being given, or it's a fake choice. So, like, no matter what we
Yeah.
pick, they just choose these lines anyways.
The only way to find out is to restart from the save and pick
You
a different
think I'm
page
gonna
number.
do that? You're off your rocker, frog.
I remember this. The train has an autopilot, but it can't access its full suite of capabilities without the conductor present.
Now, did I pass your little test? No. What should we say?
Yeah, sure, I guess.
Whatever, bro.
Really, it's wild you were able to retain all this information so quickly.
A poet's brain is often surprising.
I don't know if I'd be bragging about that.
You've clearly read the manual. Those answers feel far too specific to be guesses.
And you both have the nerve to question my buddy like that. Don't we want to be supporting folks who read?
You have to admit, though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even if true. But he answered all my questions so calmly. That's very impressive.
Wait a minute. Didn't he, like, read our mind at the start of when we met him? I think he was just reading our mind for the answers.
Oh, that would make sense.
His name is Espio, which is like, you know, code for Esper. It's someone who's psychic and reads minds. No, I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. Vector was the only one to see me reading after all. My alibi is hard to substantiate despite being the truth.
Well, you definitely read through the manual, so I suppose we can...
Either Tails like acid has just kicked in or he's having a brain blast.
Okay.
Espio, is that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading? Oh, that's a lie because Shadow and Rouge both came through here.
Yeah.
That's correct. Problem. Frankly, I don't believe that can be true, and we have evidence to back it up. Blando?
He always puts me on the spot! Okay, Blando, think. We should have a piece of evidence linked to someone who also saw Espio reading. But what?
Shadow, because he unlocked it. So he must have come through. Because I doubt it's this. This doesn't really help.
That doesn't do anything.
Shadow's lock? Please, pray tell, what this has to do with anything. We're up, Blando. Let's show them your Game Boy again.
Yeah!
I hate thinking frog. 50 rings!
Wow, it's getting more and more demanding, Nick. Soon they'll ask you to collect 100 rings.
Ow.
Oh, they're coming so fast.
I can feel my brain melt away the more I play this game.
It's kind of like a rhythm game.
I'm not a huge fan of rhythm games.
Yeah.
Either I like combat that like flows nicely and I can control like, but isn't like exactly precise like a rhythm game, or I want it turn-based. I want my time thinking about stuff.
I guess so, yeah.
Shadows walk through. By the way, we're timed. Do you want to call it?
We can finish this conversation and then call it.
Okay.
How about that?
Shadow walked through the library car to get to the saloon car, where he set the original high score on the arcade machine.
Yeah, but I ended up beating it. It wasn't the high score long. Crocs are natural gamers.
Really? Why? Because of your big mouth and teeth?
Maybe because of his really big hands?
Espio said he saw Shadow enter the library car, but he's mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentions that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, Espio was fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point.
Jacques!
We know Shadow had to walk back through the library car when he left the saloon car. So there's absolutely no way Shadow and Espio didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip. I mean, it was a simple slip-up. I was just fully immersed in my book that I didn't notice Shadow. You're telling me the sound of doors opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up? Well, you see...
I can sense Espio's desperation here. Defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy.
So if you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock all the doors, then at that moment, were you really in the library car at all?
But how would Espio leave? Shadow locked all the doors and no one saw Espio in the saloon car.
It's a mystery, my dear Blando. One that I would love for Espio to solve. You gotta believe me.
That cool demeanor is vanishing.
I was so involved with my book, I didn't notice Shadow pass through the library car. Honest. When Vector returned, he even had to tap me on my shoulder to get my attention.
Yeah, I think I remember doing that. Is the best alibi ever.
I must avenge my friend's death, so I'll ask you again, Espio. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car? I didn't.
Why doesn't this seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's onto something, but I don't see it. Was Espio simply sitting reading, or did he somehow vanish to not notice Shadow's return to the library car? What should I do?
Well, we can't betray our boy. He's our boy.
Alright,
We're his
let's grill him.
sidekick.
Grill him some more!
Sidekick means you have to be by his side and kick other people.
No! I can't interrupt Tails when he's onto something!
Plus, it also helps that I like Tails and know who he is, and I don't know who Rhinoceros Nose Man is at all.
I don't even know if he's a real character in the show. Is he?
I don't know.
I'll let him continue with his line of questioning and...
Blender.
It's getting more and more ridiculous.
Blendu, my favorite and beloved employee, please protect the passengers aboard this train. They must be taken care of. If you fail, the lawsuits will be torturous. Don't allow such an old and feeble soul to get sued.
I like how his memory of that conversation
just
gets
keeps-
more and more warped every time he thinks about it.
It's like a game of telephone, but just with himself.
What did he say last time? Oh yeah, conductor said something about customers and...
Yeah,
oh, his lawsuits, yeah!
He said I was his favoritist employee and he doesn't want to get sued. That's
Neither of which actually happened.
That's absolutely what I remember.
I have to make sure our guests are taken care of! I have to speak up!
So this is a but thou must.
Okay. Tails! We have a piece of evidence that can answer all of our problems!
All right, my fellow associate, lay it on me. What piece of evidence shows that Espio and that Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another? I know, it's the menu. No, it's here. Maybe he was sitting in a chair that wasn't showing where Shadow went.
Yeah. Alright, let's get my thoughts in order to play another minigame!
Hold up. Before I show you the evidence, I gotta beat a level in Sonic. Just hold up. I'm gathering my thoughts.
Yes, this is us thinking really hard.
If you don't let me gather my thoughts, you're just mean.
Bing, 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 bing. Isn't this how everyone thinks?
This is how I think.
Yeah, totally.
Well, this is how everyone thinks, like in real life all the time.
Yeah, totally.
I'm just
That's
gonna
totally how it
coast.
works.
I'm just gonna coast, basically.
Well, yeah, because you can. You already have the required amount of rings. I never really understood what the rings actually were in the games and the show and stuff.
I think they're both currency and like power. I think they give them more power. I don't know what they are. I'm not gonna say.
How
so,
do they
'cause-
get more power? Do they like wear the rings?
Listen,
Are they blinged up?
listen, boyo. I read lore on a lot of games. I have not read basically any lore on Sonic. You know the most I know about Sonic? One time he turned into a werewolf and kissed a human girl. That's all I know that happened, Frog. Like a human one. Like the Hedgehog guy. It was weird. It was a weird game. Let's not talk about it.
Why was there a human girl?
The library map. Oh, I see.
See the exits? They're right across from one another, a straight path. If Shadow walked down this path, there's a way Espio and Shadow couldn't have seen one another.
Yeah, it's the chair behind, or the table at the top behind the bookshelf.
Okay.
Looks like you have to point out where exactly on the map you mean. Where could have Espio have been for Shadow not to see him? This one.
Sure.
He was on the fucking shit bookshelf. Interesting. That's where I was sitting reading my book.
I can second this. When I returned from the saloon car, Espio was in the same spot.
That confirms it then. You see, Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another from this spot. The drugs are kicking in again, Frog.
Whoa.
Because a bookcase is in the way.
There's no way Shadow could have seen Espio or vice versa.
It makes a lot of sense why you never mentioned Shadow's return, Espio. There's just no way you could have seen him. You would have seen him. I apologize for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping despite telling the truth. But I'm glad you all believe me now. Your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points. Thank you both for answering all of our questions.
We did it! Another pair of alibis validated. Too many locked doors to worry about, but I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end.
Well, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna crash here for a bit. These chairs are so comfy.
Likewise, I could use a breather. Sadly, our work isn't done. I have plenty of questions for Rogue, Rouge, and especially Shadow. And Blaze who? Don't even mention her? Who cares?
Well, I mean, I thought the murderer was still among us. Can't they continue to kill more characters?
No, the rule is they can only kill one person.
Really?
Yeah, that's what Amy explained at the start.
Oh. Oh, it seems the door to the next car is open. Amy must have kept it open when she passed through earlier.
Then that's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector and Espio.
Give 'em heck. And if you need any meat chopped up, say the word.
Thanks for
I'll
keeping
keep
it.
my poetry sharp for you both.
I like how they...
You
Oh,
like
no.
what?
I like how they both stay in character.
Unlike Knuckles, who immediately dropped it.
Yeah.
Knuckles is like, how did their partner... Oh, this is stupid. I'm not doing it anymore.
Do you think Shadow would stay in character?
He's busy locking doors, so he's obviously having a whale of a time. A murderer is on the loose while doors keep getting locked. Tick, tick, tock goes the clock while our heroes are in the caboose. Well, we're no longer in the caboose. We're a couple carts up.
At this point, I'm feeling pretty confident in our detective abilities. We're really doing this.
I'm really feeling it. Come on, Blando. Let's see who's next.
Coming!
And thus, we put the clothes on the library. Next, we have to go into the casino in order to meet the... one of them was a
Ladies.
tycoon and one of them was like an heiress or something. I don't know. Whatever. We're gonna meet the pair of ladies, if they're even in there, next time on The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog.
See you guys next time.